You know? Have I ever watched something that's kind of, well, I would say it's kind of out of curiosity first, and it just kind of meanders. I actually had that happen a while back. I wasn't able, during the time, I was experiencing technical difficulties, but oh, I'm back, Cubs. This time, I'm taking a look at just a couple of animated well, two different series that features animated werewolves. Um, First one, I've actually watched. Well, they tend to rerun it. It's an episode of Johnny Quest called Werewolf in the Timberland, and the episode itself, I would say it's average, but it has some things going for it outside of the obvious werewolf. Uh, First and foremost, because I've seen those other episodes of the series just out of I was bored and nothing else on TV, which is pretty much the curse of TV nowadays. You got this many channels and nothing on. Werewolf and Timberland, pretty much just like what you expect from like Johnny Quest of the '60s. You got like the stereotyping, bad voice acting all around. Decent, well, I would say decent animation for the time, and it's like the one episode that the the Quest family, which is actually just two, if you really count who actually has the name. They have a dog named Bandit, and I find Bandit really fucking annoying, like Scrappy level annoying. But it's not like Scrappy himself, because I could tolerate Scrappy a lot better than Bandit. While Scrappy can actually talk, Bandit will just stand there and go bark, 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 like a fucking episode of Lassie. And you probably should get Bandit at like the beginning of the episode and the end of the episode, which the long stretch of nothing with Bandit was relief. The werewolf itself is actually, well, the premise of the story is that the guys go camping in French Canada somewhere. I think it was like somewhere near Quebec. I'm not sure. And during that trip, that Dr. Quest was put in charge to find new species of petrified wood. Keep in mind, species are. I'm pretty sure you find fossilized trees in the ground, but I'm overstretching myself here. I think it's worse. Outside of the obvious jokes that if you like the riff, it's a great episode just on riffing rights alone. And that's pretty much the only reason why it would be a great episode. It's just riffing rights alone. It turns out that there's also like a valley over. There's a camp of loggers that pretty much what they do is they'll. There we go. Take a tree, chop it down, hollow it out, stuff it full of gold, and send it on its merry way. And the boys stumble across this. During the episode, they also come across a Native American, which obviously has the very well. Let's put it this way. John Redcorn would be going, what the fuck? That's just on the voice acting, honestly, because it's pretty much your pretty much. I thought pretty much like both character design uh and the voice actor itself is pretty much just like you would go, what the fuck, man. Trust me, it's like that when you meet others. They usually run that episode with the one where the guys go to this island ran by a mad scientist who's Chinese, and they do all the racially insensitive Chinese stereotyping. But getting back on track, the Native American has a pet wolf or a wolf companion, which I let fly because I could definitely tell they wanted to get him more mystery to him, because he just randomly pops in, saves the kids, pops out, pops in, does it again, rinse and repeat. And I like the design of the wolf because it's like very well done. Color was good, like the coloration, the fur was good. Anyways, the getting back on track, the loggers, yeah, smugglers. Let's just go ahead and call them smugglers because that's what they are. One of the guys dressed up as a werewolf, which is pretty much your stereotypical Halloween costume of, like, if you ever seen the ones of Red Riding Hood and the Big Bad Wolf, the costume was for they use is like that. It's the Big Bad Wolf costume. And I found it funny that because the wolf not only tracks him down, the guy jumps off a cliff. At the same time, you got racing the doctor chasing after the wolf because they think he's a dangerous animal. Boys come in to stop them, and Bandit comes back, which is more of a pain in the headache, but it's at like the last 2 minutes, so you get like the headache back, but not for long. The second one is actually off an episode of Ben 10, the original series. The one called Benwolf. Well, probably my only problem with it is the same problem, but at least with the werewolf there, it's the same problem I have the werewolf in Doctor Who, that they have to explain that it's a fucking alien. At least with Doctor Who, they pretty much kept it that anything and everything nasty is an alien. Ben 10 actually has magic. I don't know why. It has magic. And they have an alien werewolf. Which, well, I like the design because they actually kept this, like, it's still familiar that you would look at this and you can recognize it's a werewolf. But you see Ben's progression after he gets bitten by the werewolf, that he starts progressively becoming the werewolf because his stupid watch recognized, oh, this is alien DNA. We haven't recognized that. We must process this, figure out, study this thing, and you see his transformation throughout the episode, that he becomes more wilder as he progresses, which leads up to a fucking love triangle somehow. No, wait, no, it's just a crush. It's like, it's a stupid thing where, like, boy has a crush on girl hates him, but when something happens to the boy, the girl recognizes and starting to get a crush on him, only because he's exhibiting these qualities right now. Well, yeah, because he actually does admit right off the bat that she wanted him as a pet rather than like a boyfriend or a friend. But it's pretty much like, there's like the same problem with all the other Ben 10 supernaturals. Anything magic they'll say it's magic and move on, but we get the others that they got, like Ghost, it was like Ben's, Victor, Ben, I forgot what their Frankenstein was called, Ben Mummy. At least Ghost Freak, they actually did admit right off the bat there was a alien race of ghosts that won like some mad science project somewhere. And Repjaw, which is like their Jaws or Piranha thing, at least with them two, that they actually do have an alien origin. They have their own alien race and planet. That was already encoded into the watch of I don't know what the fuck. But it's pretty much like the same well, it's more, I can say this, the story is actually more interesting than Johnny Quest because the story of the Ben 10 episode is that the family goes to this Navajo reservation during a festival, which happened to come under a werewolf attack, and everybody in town is saying that, oh my god, it's the werewolf. We must kill it before it brings bad luck. Shit, I forgot what they said. But I like it that they actually did have not only just like they had like a supernatural origin to the werewolf before they flat out said, "Oh, it's an alien." Yes, it's an alien. Move along. Even I found that the their version of their Navajo uh, version weakness was this really special cactus that you take the fruit, squeeze the juice on something, shoot it, or no way it was a. You take the fruit, you take whatever silver medallion you got, squeeze it on there, and you do whatever, either just like slap it on there, shoot, what have you. That's supposed to bring him back from werewolf to normal, which didn't work for Ben because the watch of what the fuck decides, okay, this our study's completed now. You got the watch symbol. You can change back to normal now, or time out, or let it time out. I don't care. I think it's just my problem with Ben 10 that whenever it got supernatural, that it's always a fucking alien. Unless it's magic, magic stays on its own thing. Yeah. Probably between, well, it's like it's split. Besides, if you want to check out these two episodes, like I said, I would do Johnny Quest first. It may be an average episode, but get a bunch of friends and have at it with the riffing. It's only 30 minutes, so it's pretty much like the equivalent of short. Watch the Ben 10 one second, whenever they rerun it again. That one at least has the more interesting story. It may, even though it's like the animation's a lot better than the 60s one. At least what kept me going was at least the story. Anyways, 99 Cubs.